Fine, kitty.
Put it. That's not cool.
Oh, you're talking about the recording? Yeah, he's on over there. He was looking out the window. Oh. No, that's off limits, kitty. It's top secret. Get over this way. There he is. Now go out there and look for your...
Erase that.
You can't tell. I didn't show it. Here we go. Look out there. No, you're behind the shower. Oh. Okay. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. This is Edmund Tuxedo Cassavetes, the black-white kitty.
Shut the door.
All right.
The door.
Okay. Kitty, stop it. Calm down. Go in there.
No, you play with him.
He's going in there.
No.
All right, I started the note cards. And I got most of it because I have the 900-page book. But I'm going to put the note cards. Real weird about a lot of this. This thing right here. A couple of these.
Alright, push it 320.
I understand.
Okay. I'm ready.
It'll be a yellow and black here. And a couple of scenes right here that I do things in certain orders. When it comes to me in the order of the screenplay, I put it in these note cards. I only got like a couple of them right here.
Excuse me, real quick. Excuse me. Need a clean mat. You want to get that?
All right, we're dealing about 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 170774 on the mileage. And today is February 26, 2023. February 26. There is Linda.
Good morning. We're on the Please Subscribe show.
Yes, welcome to the Please Subscribe show. We'll do the intro in just a minute. I'm Cole. I am the most professional vlogger that's around. And also I'm a writer and actor. I've been in Hollywood for a while, working on a new screenplay known as Escape from Maine, about my time when I lived in Maine for 17 months. I'm going to get it to an actor named Johnny Whitworth, one of my best friend's brothers. It was Empire Records. Played AJ. See if he likes it. And then we're going to switch over here. And I'm Cole Spivey, and you are?
LcSbanD.
Just needing a carrot. We're gonna place it right here. Now, I do have other, okay, sorry about that. I don't think I got any of that right there. Okay, let me do take two. Anyway, me being a big fan of Adam the Woo, I know a place where they have a taco casa and a Taco Bell. And I'm a big burrito fan. I love myself some burritos. So, I'm deciding, to experiment with the Burrito Supreme at Taco Bell. I decided to try one today. It's kind of a tester to get the taste of it, to know the burrito well. And then eventually, somewhere in the mix down the line, when I have time, I will buy that Burrito Supreme and take that Burrito Supreme over to Taco Casa, and they're really right next to each other in this other part of town. And then I'll buy myself what's known as a super burrito, and I'll have a burrito supreme and compare it to a super burrito. So that's my comparison. What?
You're doing a blind test.
No, today I'm just studying the burrito supreme at Taco Bell.
I'm going to give you a blind test.
What's a blind test?
You don't know which burrito is. So it's Control A or Control B.
I did not think of that, Linda. That because I've had both burritos before, and Linda, being one of the producers and creators, or let's say the creators and producers of the Please Subscribe show, with Mr. Cole and Mrs. Linda Spivey, came up with a very good idea to blindfold me. Very good, Linda. Very good. I didn't think about that. To blindfold me as I taste this burrito supreme from Taco Bell and this super burrito from Taco Casa. Now, this will not be done today. This is only ideas for the vlog, future times, at some point. Also, Lynn Driver. Now, on Lynn Driver, that's our post-apocalyptic film. It's only going up so far in a 7-minute burst. And that last 7-minute one is the one that I like. We will have to get more narration. There's another scene that we'll be working on where the DoorDash driver, played by Linda, the character's name is Lynn Driver, drops off a package of DoorDash or whatever. Because in this post-apocalyptic zombie, well, it's not, there's no zombies, but post-apocalyptic film, the web is still going on. So DoorDash and all that stuff is still happening. So she has nothing better to do in the end times of the post-apocalypse, and so she drops off the food at these like abandoned houses. So I found a couple abandoned houses in Fort Worth just doing a run that I've already vlogged it. If you watch it, they're in black and white.
We're going the right way.
I know.
Remember, we're going the opposite way.
There's a truck over there. We're in Texas. Every other vehicle's a truck. And so I found these 2 abandoned houses in Fort Worth that we'll be using for a couple of the drops. If I get a drone, I probably won't. But if it happens, if I can come across any kind of money or any people that are funding, giving out money for funding, we'll buy a drone. And the drone is one of the characters kind of in it that chases Lynn Driver around. And then, the thing is she's trying to find her brother in the middle of the apocalypse, or post-apocalypse. And then there's a new character that I've added called the Mechanic. I'll be throwing him in later. He has a few lines. And it's all done in black and white noir. That's how you know. When you see the black and white scenes in the middle of the vlog, you're seeing daily footage of Lynn Driver. Now, other than that, I don't know. I don't really have many other ideas. If I have any other ideas, I'll certainly tell you about them. I like to talk about movies and film. We started off doing filming locations, and every once in a while we'll go back and do Mike Judge filming location from Office Space. That's only if we're going to the north side of the town. If we ever go down to the Water Gardens, we'll talk about Logan's Run. But other than that, we kind of do our own thing. And I'm also vlogging the script day by day. So I'm on page 7 of Escape from Maine. That's the big script. Now, the werewolf film. I know everyone's asking about the werewolf film. Grace. It's called Grace, about Grace LaPon, the UFC fighter. Had to shelf it. Had some great ideas. Was gonna give it to Bradley Cooper and Gary Oldman. I was gonna ask Gary Oldman about it, but I shelved it because it needs an incubation period to kind of cool off a little bit. It's a good idea. I love it. It's a comedy. It's a comedy, werewolf comedy. But it's a great idea, but I got to get to that level. And I've got the big meat of it. I got the big meat of the script. So I could give it to anybody now, but there's some other structure parts that I have to work on. And I'd probably be working on it right into production. So that one's shelved. We're working on Escape from Maine. We're also actively in production for Lynn Driver. Which, oh, look at this right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I always give suggestions, usually movies. I suggest North by Northwest by Alfred Hitchcock. It's a masterpiece, great cliffhanger ending. I did a whole piece on that. And I always suggest Adam the Woo. He's a great filmmaker. He did Swamp Fest 2023. His Swamp Fest stuff is amazing. It looks like post-apocalyptic in the world, or apocalypse, like, what do they call, with Armageddon? Yeah, Armageddon style footage of all this craziness, So check it out. He's pretty good, pretty crazy.
Okay, give me this. Gotta go.
Okay.
Yes. Normal, please.
Okay. Small. So all of you Escape from Maine nerds, I wrote it between 2012 to 2013, 1 year. So took about 15 months to write it. And then I planned to turn it into a screenplay. So when I wrote it, I wrote about movies while I was writing it, and then I wrote a little short story, or it was a novella. It was a novella on the side called Mohan Flower, also known as Gone Fishing. Most people will probably know it as Mohan Flower, which was a purely fictional thing about a mill worker that goes and finds this lost young girl known as Nicole Miles, and the mill worker is Paul Woodson. And he goes from Dover, Foxcroft, all the way to Bar Harbor, but that's a different story. Later on, things can go, usually, if you make it into the filmmaking medium, if you get funding and you become a filmmaker, like Hal Ashby or Stanley Kubrick or the best, even Stephen King became a filmmaker. Stephen King directed a film called, I believe it's called Maximum Overdrive. It's based on, it's an original screenplay. It's his original screenplay. Could be wrong. No, I think I might be wrong. I think he wrote a story. Yeah, he wrote a story about cars. I forgot the name of it, but the screenplay was called Maximum Overdrive. It was adapted from a story. He does have one original screenplay. I believe it's in Creepshow or something. I'll have to find that out, because these are things that, Maximum Overdrive was an adapted screenplay, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look. I'll look it up in a minute. But he directed it. He became a filmmaker. And he directed it. It's really good. Emilio Estevez. It's one of his, all-time great Stephen King movies. And he was the director. He directed it. He became a filmmaker. Probably why he's so critical of Stanley Kubrick. Filmmakers are critical of other filmmakers. And Stephen King writes like a filmmaker. He's more about cinema. But he does like those Hulu shows and those, those dark tales and all that kind of craziness. He likes the Creepshow stuff. He likes AC/DC. He's a big fan of the Ramones. He's kind of a kid. He had his own band for a while. He's a mystical character. He's quite the cat. He's a kid. He's kind of a kid. But he's been around for a while, and he's the master of what he does. That's why he's kind of a character in it. He only comes in and out of Escape from Maine a few times. You don't really see him. If Bill Hader jumps on and plays him, he's covered in moose blood, and he's pretty much naked in the sequence on the side of the road. This didn't really happen. This is fiction. It's a fictional character. It came from whenever I heard Stephen King's voice on the radio when I had arrived at Dover Foxcroft. Heard him talking on the radio, and I started thinking, this is weird, because he just, he was in town. Not in Dover Foxcroft, but he's at Bangor. He was broadcasting on Bangor. He helped a radio station out there. There's a radio station that he works with out in Bangor that broadcasts stuff. But anyway, those are some of the ideas came from about the whole thing, digging from the neighbor's yard into Stephen King's basement to steal glass floor. One of his first published short stories. Underneath a little panel in his writing room. I've never been inside Stephen King's house. I've only seen it from the outside. It's 47 West Broadway. I'll become more knowledgeable. It's 47 West Broadway in Bangor. But as I write this, I'll become more knowledgeable. Now, it's time to copy Adam the Woo and get a Burrito Supreme. I'm only gonna be honest. Artists take from other artists. It happens. Swamp Fest, man, that's like apocalypse now for us vloggers. You know, you see his Swamp Fest videos. It's literally like, it's like seeing Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. As vloggers, we're like, man, he's in it deep. You know, little sparks of fireworks flying off, hitting him in the shoulder. Ah, got me in the shoulder. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we're envious. Carpetbagger and the rest. They're all like, man, son of a gun, son of a gun. That Adam the Woo, that Adam the Woo. A lot of times I'll get extra sauce. Like if I make like a little, boil some beans at home. It's really good with Taco Bell sauce. I've been doing this since probably like mid-90s, maybe earlier. Taco Bell's been in my life for quite a bit of time, off and on. Okay, so when I started this vlogging adventure, I'll get my other bag ready. I put my sauce in. Probably should go to a park or something rather than eat in my car. But here's the sauce that I'll be using. And I've done it a few times where I ate like behind gas stations and stuff. But I like the spicy. It's called a spicy potato. I'm gonna show it to you. It's really good. They put like a. Gotta be careful with Taco Bell. We'll just do it like this. We can see. They put like a special sauce on it, stuff like that. And it's called the spicy potato. It's $1. That's a really good one if you're eating light. And then I just went for straight up Burrito Supreme, which means a sour cream. I'm feeling that, you know, there's a little bit of juice on the back. You can kind of see. I guess when they did it, they just put the juice on the back of it. I don't know if you go in or not. But you can see the actual size of the burrito here. And it's you know, it's pretty big. I think it's between 400 to 600 calories or something. I like the Chipotle ranch. I usually get the Chipotle chicken ranch. This one has like, it's like beans and meat. They put meat and beans and cheese, a little bit of sour cream. It is good, but taste-wise, I go with the Chipotle ranch. It's not too bad. I haven't had the Del Taco burrito. That's what the one he did. I'm thinking about doing a comparison between one of their mega burritos, if I can find one, and the Taco Casa super burrito, and just those two to keep it simple. Just maybe the Burrito Supreme, and then go to Taco Casa, and then also do a comparison with the Super Burrito maybe to see what the, and then what I also could do too is compare maybe the Super Burrito, the Burrito Supreme from Taco Bell, the Super Burrito Taco Casa, and maybe even try the B.O.B. at Taco Bueno, the big old burrito. I got myself a little bit of Coca-Cola from another establishment. I'm trying to think though. The B.O.B. is actually pretty good. It's pretty meaty. It's kind of fresh. It's Taco Bueno. That might be a better comparison, Taco Bueno and Taco Casa. I don't know for sure if there's a Taco Casa or Taco Bueno near Taco Casa. There is a Taco Bell near Taco Casa that I know of. It might be a drive to go from the Taco Casa to a Taco Bueno for the B.O.B. comparison with the Super Burrito. I know it would win. Probably the Super Burrito. Those are really good burritos at Taco Casa. This one's pretty good though. If I did a comparison thing, or what they call a mashup, or a toss-up. Completely forgotten. I got a backup napkins. We had a lot of reviews. It's not bad. At Taco Bell, I'd rather have the Chipotle Ranch. It's a grilled, they grill it on the grill. But it's good to try different things every once in a while. This is actually the potato. This is a really good one. It's gonna get like 3 or 4 of these. I mostly go with mild. Go ahead and kind of paper kind of showing this right here. These are really good. I use a separate bag so you don't like reach in and grab an empty one like that. Another bag right here, kind of show you. This bag right here. That's where I put the sauces. Empty sauce bag. It's really good because it keeps your fingers clean. So if you take a sauce, and I'm loading up this spicy potato burrito, put it in some sauce like that, clear it, and then I just use this bag right here and dump it in that. All right, we're going in on this spicy potato. Yum. The Burrito Supreme is kind of mild. I eat here almost every day, or at least once a day. The Burrito Supreme is just, you know, it's straight up. It's a standard burrito with a sour cream. It's pretty standard. This spicy burrito, or it's a spicy taco. This is actually a taco, I'm sorry. This is a spicy taco. I think at one time they did have a burrito, potato burrito, but this is a spicy potato taco, soft taco. I always go with soft taco. It's pretty good. It's got the potatoes in it. My mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, she would get these. They're pretty good. It's pretty tasty. Not a whole lot of meat, if any, really. It's mostly like a potato burrito. Pretty good. I'm gonna say the Burrito Supreme is probably plus 30 on fat, and I'm saying 600 on calorie count. I've done the research on this. Spicy potato, maybe 100, 150 calorie count. maybe 200, probably 200. I'm gonna say 200 on the spicy potato, and we'll just go and say 600 to 700 for the Burrito Supreme. I'll be surprised if I look it up and it's 800. I'll have to decide if I'm gonna do Taco Bueno and Taco Casa, or Taco Bell and Taco Casa. Probably Taco Bueno would be a better choice. I may do both. Taco Bueno is underrated. There are some Bueno heads out there. They do deal with like separate sauces. They have sometimes what's known as a sauce bar. These are lower end fast food tacos. This is not like fancy stuff. We're not talking like Taco Cabana. We're not talking about like Freebirds or what's the other one besides Freebirds? That's a very good Chipotle. We're not talking about Chipotle or Freebirds. Freebirds, they have a thing called a Super Monster. I'm surprised. I've written about it, but I'm surprised I haven't vlogged that one. The Super Monster is the monster burrito. You do have to ask for it, and they do charge extra. It's 2 monster burritos about this size. It's about the size of a log. They wrap it in foil. It can last you up to a week. You can eat it in segments, or you can try to eat the whole thing, but you want to probably sit really still after you eat it. But it's literally about this big, and it's known as the Super Burrito. It's a monster doubled. They use 2 big tortillas, and they wrap it. You have to ask for it. It's a secret item. It's not on the menu. So the Monster Burrito which is at Freebirds. Really good place to get a burrito. Anyway, not bad for the little mashup there. Well, I mean, not the mashup, but not bad for the potato and the Burrito Supreme. But I would suggest the Chipotle chicken. I think is a little tastier. I just wanted to try the Burrito Supreme. The Chipotle chicken, it's a Chipotle chicken grilled burrito, and then the soft tacos are always really good. All right, okay. All right, okay, I found out 468 calories is the Burrito Supreme. I want to say it's almost the same with the Chipotle chicken grilled. It's about the same. 468, right under 500 calories. Spicy potato soft taco, I'm guessing 200, probably 210 calories. So together we're dealing with about 700 calories altogether. Probably would be okay for the day if you did light work. If you were doing maybe factory, you might want to throw a couple more tacos in there. All right, I did the research. 240 calories for the soft taco potato. So if you get the potato soft taco, you're dealing with 240 calories. So I was thinking it was more 200 calories, but I guess that sauce and everything else adds up. So together, you're looking at somewhere between 750 to 800 calories, depending on how much sauce you use. So it's safe to say in the 800 calorie mark together. So pretty meaty little lunch. I think in California they do what's known as power lunches. So it's a good power lunch. If you're an actor, yeah, you probably want to watch out a little bit. Actors have to watch what they eat, even the big ones do. All those guys are in shape, One of the reasons why I want to use Johnny is because I know he's still jogging around, and I know he cut down on cigarettes, or if he may have cut cigarettes altogether. Part of the movie is about this guy quitting smoking, He does jog in the movie. But I know Johnny's older, because remember, when I did all this, I was just about to turn 40. I'm closing in on 50. So Johnny might be able to, though, because there's a lot of sitting and writing and talking. There's not a whole lot of jogging. There is some jogging in it, though. There's night jogging with the factory workers and things like that. I have to add that onto the card as well. I always want to ask David Lynch, though, about creating the cards is, can you create them out of sequence and then put them in sequence later? And the idea probably, I would say, is probably you can. You probably can write down the cards. You can write them out of sequence, and then you can shuffle through the cards and find the right sequence. So I'm gonna have to add some of these things. And plus, I have these vlogs where I can go back and watch. Oh, my suggestion to the filmmaker: keep a vlog on it. Vlog it so you can get all the ideas. Have someone, if you got money, you could have someone watching and writing things down. Keeping track with everything. They've been done that. I've seen that in Woody Allen movies where Woody Allen's talking in his voice recorder, to get the ideas for the movies.